your host, Young. I'm sure you noticed today is the 1st of November. And of course, November marks almost the end of the year. And they say all is well that ends well. I hope this year ends well for all of you. Now, the Seoul Searchers are going to try for their 5th win in a row. We'll see what happens. We have some pretty tough opponents for them, as you will see in our first half. Let's welcome today's contenders. Welcome to our stage. We have the Hamsung team, Lisa Axam and Kim Yong-gun. And I understand that you guys are newlyweds of 6 months. And since you hail from Australia and you're from Korea, I understand you had to come from Japan for 2 days to meet. How did that happen?
I was studying in Japan at the time. He was in Australia on a working holiday. And my mum came to Japan and we came to Korea together to meet him.
So your mother introduced you?
Yes.
Wow, you got to thank her mother, right? Now, Hamsung is a very interesting name. Why did you come up with that as your team name?
It's actually my university circle name, and I'm proud of it, so I picked that name.
Okay. Well, welcome to our stage, Hamsung, and I hope that we make some good memories for you as you begin a new life together. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Now, I've got to thank the 80 team for joining us as well. You guys are university students and you came up all the way from Chuncheon to join us on this quiz show. We have Song Hyun-suk and Kim Gun-young. Thank you for joining us. And now, I understand that you guys are friends from high school, and you have a very interesting reason for why you picked 80 as your team name.
Because we were born in 1980, that's the reason why we take that 80 for our team name.
1980. That's
Yes.
a wonderful time to be born. I wish I were born in 1980. Well, good luck to you as well.
Thank you.
And let's begin the quiz. Now, Hamsung team and 80 team, I will be giving you a choice of multiple choice questions, 10 of them, and I'll be giving you 5 seconds to answer per question, 10 points per question. And of course, if you get all 10 of the questions correct, we'll give you 50 bonus points. If you get a question wrong, we'll have to stop there and give you the sum of points up to that point. You can call out chance, and we'll take away 2 of the incorrect choices and give you a better chance at getting the correct answer. Now, Hamsung, please choose among question sets Q, U, I, and Z.
Let's go with Q.
Okay, we'll go with Q, number 1. Of the following, which country's flag has the color black in it? 1, USA, 2, Korea, 3, Japan, 4, Australia.
To Korea.
I know you knew the answer, but you guys hesitated. Are you kind of nervous? Does it feel a little bit different than what you thought it would feel like watching it on television?
It's really surreal.
Well, I'm sure you guys do well. Let's go to question 2. Of the following, the mathematical symbol for infinity looks like which character turned on its side? 1, 1, 2, 3, 3, 8, 4, 0.
Number 3, 8.
And we go to question 3. Of the following, which is not a country located on a peninsula? 1, Mongolia, 2, Korea, 3, Italy, 4, Sweden.
1, Mongolia.
You still haven't used chance, and we go to question 4. Of the following, which is the first living creature to travel in space? 1, dog, 2, human being, 3, pig, 4, bird.
4, bird.
I think, Lisa, you knew that it wasn't the right answer. Yes, the correct answer is dog. That was the first animal that actually got to go to space. Well, you only have 30 points in this section, but we have a lot of points for you ahead. So good luck to you, and you have 30 points. Now, AD team, you have U, I, and Z to choose from. Which will you have?
We'll take I.
Okay, we'll go with question set I, number 1. Of the following, the term dunk shot is used in what sport? 1 soccer, 2 baseball, 3 golf, 4 basketball.
For basketball.
Question number 2. Of the following, which is not in Paris? 1, the Pompidou Center, 2, the Colosseum, 3, the Eiffel Tower, 4, the Arc de Triomphe.
Number 2, the Colosseum. Number 2.
And of course, the Colosseum is in Rome. Actually, AD, have you ever been to Paris?
Yes.
And that is why you were congratulating
Yes,
yourself.
right.
No. Okay. Well, actually, since we give away travel prizes, how far do you want to go? Back to Europe?
If I can, yes, why not?
Okay, well, good luck to you. You still haven't used chance, and we go
Thank
to
you.
question 3. Of the following, who is not a Peanuts character? 1, Linus, 2, Peppermint Patty, 3, Jerry, 4, Schroeder.
Number 3, Jerry.
Right? And of course, by this Jerry, we could mean a lot, but we mean Tom and Jerry.
Yeah.
And we go to question 4. Of the following, which blank is filled with a different color from the others? 1, Goodbye Blank Brick Road. 2, The Blank Rose of Texas. 3, Tie a blank ribbon around the old oak tree. 4, The Boston Blank Sox.
Can you use your chance?
Sure. Take away 2 of the incorrect choices. And please make your final selection.
We'll take number 2.
Actually, maybe if you know basketball, you don't know baseball very well. It's the Boston Red Sox, right? Well, you did a good job anyway. You actually tied with the Hamsung team. You both end at 30 points, and we'll see what happens in this next section. Well, congratulations. Interestingly, we start the second section with equal number of points. So the second section is very important. The second section is where we test how well you work together. We give you a list of 20 words in a pre-chosen category. And of course, one of you gets to come up and give the other person the hint. And of course, you cannot use the word or phrase we give you on the board as the hint that you give to your partner. Hamsung, if you're ready, please take your position next to me. And Hamsung, you happen to pick S words as your category. Why did you pick S words?
We thought it would save time without saying the first letter.
Okay, that's good. Are you ready? Ready? Go.
Lettuce, tomato, mixed together in a...
Salad.
Yes. Please forgive me,
Surrender. Sorry.
Bargain.
Sale.
Yeah, the other one you said before, just before.
Bargain sale.
No, in a battle when one team wins the other team.
Surrender.
Yeah. Basketball, soccer.
Sport.
Yeah. Physics, chemistry.
Science.
Yes. The capital of Seoul.
Sorry.
Japanese food. Small
Sushi.
rice. Yeah. Pass. With no sound.
Silent.
Yes.
Silent. Silence.
Yes. Beta.
Sweet.
Beta. Pass.
Sweet.
This hair.
Sideburn.
Poisoning from chicken, eating raw chicken.
Salmonella.
Yeah. If you have like, pass. Tomato, onion, spice, it's in Mexican food.
Salsa.
Yes. to calm you down, like a tranquilizer. Pass.
It was a pretty tough category, actually, since it was such a big category to begin with. You got 11 words. We couldn't give you soul because you mentioned the word that we gave you on the board. And you passed on, you said beta as your hint. We were actually looking for unlimited, the Greek letter sigma. And of course, you didn't get sedative, which is the last word that you ended the category on. But you did a great job. You end the section with 140 points. Now, 80 team, if you're ready, please take your position. And so where was your favorite spot to go in France?
Wow. Nice, the beach Nice.
And that is why you picked the category France?
Yes, that's right.
Okay. Well, did you study at all, or are you resting on what you know?
Yeah, we studied a lot.
Oh, okay. We'll see. Ready?
Yes.
Ready, go.
The capital of France. Capital of France.
capital? 아, 파리.
University.
소르보니.
The queen who is
마리 안토네트.
Yeah. The hero.
나폴레옹.
The museum. Mona Lisa.
루블르.
Pass. The song.
샹젤리제.
Okay. The festival in movies.
칸느.
The palace. Marie Antoinette.
베르사유.
Pass. Pass. The animation.
아스텔트.
And the big mountain in France. Pass. And the milk.
파스텔.
The whole name. Starting with L. Pass. The French song.
샹송.
The French actress.
브리짓 바레토.
No. Pass. Pass. The big with England and France, they had a long pass.
Well, I think you were trying to come up with fight, perhaps, as the last part of your hint. We're looking for the 100 Years' War. Also, you passed on Louis Pasteur, who was the full name of the man who made up pasteurization. And of course, you passed on the big mountain, Mont Blanc. And Charles de Gaulle is another person you passed on. He was the World War II head of France. Now, well, you're just 10 points behind at 130 points, and Hamsung comes out first in this section at 140 points. Congratulations. Now, this section is one that is waited for. This is where Kim Jun-sung comes out and helps me with the questions. Well, Jun-sung, you know, the weather's been changing a lot lately, and I hear you're sick.
Yeah.
Getting better?
No.
Oh, no.
I was actually a bit concerned about the show. I don't know if you can hear from my nasal voice, but I'm feeling okay, though.
Oh, well, you look okay.
I do?
Yeah.
Well, thank you. I hope that I can bring on the same energy that I was able to bring the last time, although it doesn't sound like it right now.
Oh, no. Actually, we're okay, all right?
Okay.
Well, I'm sure you can work up the enthusiasm having seen such great performances from our two teams.
Yep, neck to neck, bow tie to bow tie, chest to chest. It's very close. Except for the last one, just one more, right answer would have made it a tie game, but this is where I come on and where the excitement level comes up, I guess, right?
That's right, and why is that?
That's because this next round is the last round for the preliminary section. 15 non-multiple choice questions. Each question is worth 30 points. The first team that buzzes in can answer. Now, if that team gets it wrong or can't get the answer right, then the question will go over to the other team, and you have 5 seconds to answer. And in the case that both teams cannot get the answer, then we will give you a spelling hint.
And so if you understand all that, we'll just go ahead and have question number 1.
Okay, question number 1, number. Recently, the workers of the Korea Info Data published a book of episodes that occur during their work. When a service user inquires a telephone number through a general telephone or other means of communication, they provide relevant telephone numbers. What is this service number in Korea?
80.
114.
And with that, 80 has moved ahead. We'll see what happens with the next question. We go to question number 2.
I'm very glad that they said it in English, because if it were me, I would have said "ilha," you know? All right, number
question
2,
two.
animal. Gangs of nocturnal thieves are stalking whole neighborhoods in a northern Germany town. Unusually strong and agile, they jump onto roofs from treetops and climb along drain pipes. This is a small mammal that has black patches around its eyes. What is this animal?
Hamsung.
Raccoon?
And now Hamsung has edged ahead, and of course Hamsung means to yell in Korean. And you were telling me before we began the game something interesting about what you were going to do at the end. What was it you were going to do?
We want to win, and we're going to shout and scream at the end of the show.
Enjoy, right?
Yeah.
See what happens. This is a very
But-
close game. You
but-
are in the lead right now.
I'm just curious, that's the name of their little circle, the university circle,
Yeah.
Hamsung.
Yeah.
Is it like a, you get
Singing.
together and shout? Oh, sing. Okay. All right.
All right. Question number 3.
Okay, number 3 is title. This animation is back at its first screen outing in 6 years. BBC News Online exclusively presents Soccermatic, revealing the latest inventions of its hero. The main characters are the eccentric, cheese-loving inventor and his faithful dog. What is the title?
Hamsung.
Astro Boy? No.
80, actually, it's your chance to answer, and please finish the question.
What is the title of this play animation?
80, 5 seconds. Hamsung?
Wallace and Gromit?
A cute animation I think that 80 has also seen, right? Just didn't come to mind at the moment. Well, question number 4.
Question number 4 is about speed. Modern high-speed rail travel was introduced by the first Shinkansen in 1964, which regularly ran at speeds of 210 kilometers per hour. The French launched this, their own high-speed train.
80.
TGV.
And of course, in May 1990, it raised the world rail speed record to 515.3 kilometers per hour. And 80, your trip to France is paying off. You're still trailing by 10 points. We'll see what happens with this next question. We'll go to question number 5, please.
Yep. Question number 5 is about game. Last month, world champion Vladimir Kramnik battled deep.
Hamsung.
Chess.
Pretty impressive gamesmanship. It's your first time out, and you're doing a good job of guessing what we're going to go for. Yes, we were going to mention that Vladimir Kramnik is a chess player, and we're going to ask you about the computers that were involved with testing these chess players. Very good job. And do you play chess?
Korean, Chinese style Korean chess, yeah.
Ah, are you very good?
Yeah.
Do you and your wife play together?
Pardon?
Do you and you?
No, she doesn't know how to play.
Are you interested in learning?
Yeah. Oh, sure.
It's actually considered a game that many people are interested in. Very hard to play, though, right?
Yeah. They say in Korean the universe is contained in the game, which obviously I don't understand because I don't know how to play it. But
Haduk as a way to enlightenment.
yes.
Okay,
Yes.
we go on to question number 6 now.
Okay. Question number 6 is actor. About an actor. This person is a star at the top of Entertainment Weekly's new list of 100 most powerful people in entertainment. This 2-time Oscar winner's dark role in Road to Perdition was the 7th straight movie to gross more than 100 million.
Hamsung.
Tom Hanks.
And yes, we go on to question number 7.
It's about history. The bust of this pharaoh was restored in 3,300 years. He became pharaoh at the age of about 9 and ruled until his death at the age of 18. He is well known today because of his tomb containing fabulous treasures and was found virtually intact in 1922.
Hamsung.
Tutankhamun.
80, I think you knew the answer but just didn't buzz in quick enough. And of course, he's Nefertiti's son, so that makes things doubly interesting. And you're increasing your lead, Hamsung. 80, we'd like to see you back in the game. Now, we go on to question number 8.
Okay, it's about health. Researchers have shown that women can benefit from a chemical in this food which mimics the action of a female sex hormone, estrogen. They said that the high consumption of foods such as tofu and beans or milk made from this in Asian countries contributed.
80.
Beans?
Hamsung.
Soybean.
When you were in Australia, did you eat a lot of soybean or soya?
Yes.
Oh, so Australians eat a lot of it too. So
Yeah.
you
We're
continue.
into health foods. So.
Okay.
Not for taste.
Well, it can be tasty
Yeah,
with
that's
certain
true.
foods. Yes.
Yeah, well, with some other stuff, but by itself, I don't like eating it. I don't think many people. Oh well, let's go on.
Okay. Question number 9.
Okay, question number 9 is religion. On October 31st, 1517, this person published his 95 theses denouncing the sales of indulgences and pardon for sins and stressing salvation through the grace of God alone. Who is this German theologian and religious reformer?
Hamsung.
Martin Luther.
Hey, Hamsung, you're doing a great job of increasing your lead. And 80, I see that you've tested your buzzer. You want to try it again to see if it works? Yep. You just want to take a risk and buzz in as quickly as you can. And of course, we go on to question number 11.
Okay, question number 11 is about country. Last month, leaks about the European Commission's verdict on this country's bid for EU membership.
Hamsung.
Ireland.
80, it's your chance to answer, and please finish the question.
We're making headlines in the media. Straddling the continents of Europe and Asia, this is the only Islamic country among NATO members. What is this country?
85 seconds.
Indonesia?
Okay, let's take a look at the spelling hint. Hamsung.
Turkey.
Turkey.
Let's go on to the next question, please.
Okay, question number, was it 12, right?
Yes.
Okay, is about issue. Last month, a new directive comes into force in the EU, placing tighter restrictions on this crop and the sale of food containing this ingredients. It says this food may pose environmental and health risks. This is the alteration of genetic material. What is this?
Hamsung.
GM foods.
We would have actually gone for genetically modified or GM, as you mentioned. Yes. And of course, 80, we'd like to see you back in the game. And let's go on to question number 13.
Okay, question number 13 is about finance. German insurer Allianz has won permission, to set up this management joint venture in China, becoming the first foreign firm to be allowed to operate in the sector.
80.
Insurance?
The chance to answer goes over to the Hamsung team. And please finish the question, Hamsung.
In finance, this is the item on a balance sheet that constitutes the total value of an organization. What is this?
Hamsung, 5 seconds. Okay, Okay, why don't we take a look at the spelling hint? Hamsung.
Asset.
And we're already at question number 14.
Okay, question number 14 is about space. Last month, the attendants on the space shuttle Atlantis visited the International Space Station, which is connected to the shuttle. The single point of light, which has been the two spaceships joined together, has now split into two. This is to link up with another spacecraft in space. What is this technology?
Hamsung.
Docking.
And we now go to the last question.
Okay, last question is about a character. This great fictional character is to receive a posthumous honorary fellowship from the Royal Society of Chemistry. It comes 100 years after he returned from the dead to solve the case of the Hound of Baskervilles. Who is this first fictional character?
Hamsung.
Sherlock Holmes.
80, despite your valiant efforts, Hamsung, with a very great, strong ending, you end a very strong game. And Hamsung, you are actually the winners, and you get to go on to the finals match. Congratulations. 80 team, well, you guys came up all the way from Chuncheon to join us for this show. And I know you knew a lot of the answers that we were actually giving out today, of the questions that we were giving out today, but you just didn't buzz in as quickly as did the Hamsung team. Now, 80, I'm sure there are supporters back home who are watching you. Do you have any words for them as you go?
Well, just we did our best, and then they did great, so I want they can be our first winner.
Ah, okay, wow. Well, thank you very much for joining us, and keep on supporting the Contenders. Thank you. Now, Hamsung team, you're going to go into the finals with a very strong record of 500 points. Now, you've seen the Soul Searchers. They're a pretty tough team to go against. And, well, do you have any special tactics to go against them?
Quick buzzing in, I guess.
Okay, we'll be right back after this, and we'll go to the finals. Final stage, and let us welcome back Soul Searchers. Engaged couple Neil Zerrudo and Joanne Mamangun, welcome back to our stage. This is your try at win number 5. You got to see the Hamsung team go at their game. It was a pretty big score difference between them, and they were pretty tough opponents. How do you feel about this game?
Yeah, I know, we're kind of nervous because, we shouldn't be watching the first games because it just makes us feel more nervous as it is.
Well, you did great every time you mentioned how nervous you were in the other games.
They're getting a lot of fan letters too.
That's right.
As
and
noticed.
I hear that you have a great amount of support from people back home who are watching you in the Philippines. And you were telling me before how you wanted to say a few words to them, so I'll give you a moment now.
Yeah, we'd like to say hi to our mom and our dad,
Yeah.
both our parents,
Yes.
Mama Feli,
Mama
and
Feli. My brother Ja, Ruth,
Ruth, Victor,
Victor,
and
Chucky.
Chucky.
and
Hello,
all of
guys.
my neighbors in Project
All
8.
my nieces, I can't say all of your names because there's too many. Just say hello.
All right. Well, SS and Hamsung, congratulations for having made it onto our final stage. And now let us begin our game. Last session, we'll be giving you 5 categories of 5 questions each, 10 to 50 points. And what are our categories today?
Okay, this week's categories are 2002 Nobel, What's in a Name, Rings, autumn, and automobile zoo.
Very interesting categories. And of course, in this section, if you answer correctly, you get to choose the next question. If you get it wrong, then the chance to answer goes over to your opponents. So I get to pick the first one, and I will go with 2002 Nobel for 10 points. Raymond Davis Jr., Masatoshi Kushiba, and Riccardo Giacconi, who have discovered new ways to study galaxies and stars, have been awarded the Nobel Prize in Physics. Among this group, Giacconi made instruments capable of detecting this from outside our solar system. Wilhelm Röntgen, who was the first Nobel laureate in physics, SS.
X-rays.
Right? And of course, he won the Nobel in 1901, and he won the award for his discovery of X-ray shortwave radiation. And SS, you are already on the board with 10 points, and you get to pick.
Rings for 10 points.
Rings for 10 points. A number of the tales included in The Thousand Nights and a Night describe magical rings. This character was fooled by a magician and caught in a cave. SS.
Aladdin.
And of course, he rubbed the ring, and out came a genie who asked him to do that he would do anything that he asked. Of course, we all love this children's tale.
Where did the lamp come from?
Oh, he was going into the cave in order to find the lamp.
But
He found the ring
he
instead.
found the rings instead. So there was no lamp then.
Well, there was a lamp. And I think Disney simplified it so they'd
I was
have
thinking
only
about
just
Disney,
one
you know,
object.
like lamp.
Yeah. Now, SS, you get to choose.
Let's have 2002 Nobel again for 30 points.
Okay, 2002 Nobel for 30 points. Hungarian novelist Imre Kertész has been awarded the 2002 Nobel Prize for Literature. The Swedish Academy hailed Kertész for, quote, exploring how individuals can survive when subjected to barbaric social forces, end quote. His experiences were detailed in his first novel, 1975's Fateless, the story of a young man who is taken to a concentration camp but survives. In reality, Kertész was deported to this in 1944. This SS.
Auschwitz.
Yes. And of course, located in Poland, this comprised the largest of the Nazi and concentration death camps, and its name has become forever associated with genocide. And Hamsung, I encourage you to take the risk and put in an answer for us, and SS, you get to choose again.
2002 again. 2002 Nobel for 40 points.
Okay, we stay with the same category, 2002 Nobel, and 40 points. Former U.S. President Jimmy Carter has been awarded this year's Nobel Peace Prize for, quote, decades of untiring effort to find peaceful solutions to international conflicts, to advance democracy and human rights, and to promote economic and social development, end quote. He believes that this is an organization where his talents can be utilized and have a positive impact. SS.
Habitat for Humanity.
We're looking for Habitat for Humanity International. That is the whole name. We would have taken Habitat as well. This is a nonprofit, non-denominational Christian housing construction organization. And of course, this group actually came with Jimmy Carter and built 136 houses at 6 sites across South Korea with more than 9,000 volunteers in the year of 2001. Hamsung, I want to encourage you again. And SS, you get to choose.
Let's finish 2002 Nobel for 50 points.
Okay, 2002 Nobel for 50 points. Daniel Kahneman is one of the Nobel Economics Prize winners. He originally described this theory in 1979. According to this theory, people value a certain gain more than a probable gain with an equal or greater expected value. The committee said that this theory was awarded, quote, for having integrated insights from psychological research into economic science, especially concerning human judgment and decision-making under uncertainty. What is this theory? Think about what Hamsung.
Game theory?
SS, 5 seconds. I'm going to give you a hint now. Think very carefully. We're looking for a theory that is the name for people value a certain gain more than a probable gain of equal or greater value. Now, when we SS.
Prospector theory. Prospecting.
Yeah, it takes a bit of gamesmanship after I go into the hints. We're looking for prospect theory. Very good job. And SS, you get to choose.
What's in a name for 10 points?
What's in a name for 10 points?
For 10 points. Industry insiders and members of the press called this award the Golden Trophy or the Statue of Merit, even the Iron Man. A popular story tells the story of Academy librarian Margaret Herrick thought the statuette.
SS.
Oscar.
And of course, she named the Academy Award statue for her uncle because she said that it looked like her uncle. Can't imagine what Oscar looked like. Like nude, right? A golden statue?
I'm sure it's just the, you know.
The outline?
Just the face? No. You don't have to imagine down here, just up to here, right here. Jeez, some imagination.
Okay, well, Hamsung, I want to encourage you again to buzz in. And SS, you get to choose.
Rings for 20 points.
Rings for 20 points. This planet's rings were actually detected. Hamsung.
Jupiter?
Ooh, it was good risk taking on your part, but SS, you get to answer, and I'll finish the question. The planet's rings were actually detected by Galileo Galilei. He noted this planet's odd shape, but he couldn't determine what was causing it. It was not until 1659 that Christian Huygens figured out that they were rings, although at first no one believed him. The rings are made up of rocks and ice particles. They are not solid, even though they appear to be solid in a telescope. SS.
Saturn.
Yes. And of course, Saturn was the first planet known to have rings. It was a good chance taking on your part, Hamsung. Now, SS, you get to choose.
Rings for 30 points.
Rings for 30 points. Because of the attack on the World Trade Center on September 11th, 2001, and because of the similarity between the building's nickname, the Twin Towers, and the movie's title, The Two Towers, the director briefly considered renaming the second movie in this trilogy. SS.
The Fellowship of the Rings.
Close, but Hamsung, it's your chance to answer and I'll finish the question. He eventually decided against it, Peter Jackson's main reason being that, quote, fans would kill me, end quote. What is the title of this movie, which is about the mission to destroy the ring that controls all other rings? Hamsung, 5 seconds. Now, this movie, SS.
Lord of the Rings.
And of course, the same title goes for Tolkien's novel as well. You were thinking too far ahead. Yes, Fellowship. And Hamsung, I want to encourage you again. Now, SS, what would you like to have next?
We'll continue rings for 40 points.
Rings for 40 points. The legend of this king's seal, the wondrous signet ring which he received from heaven, is common to Judaism, to Christianity, and to Islam. SS.
David.
Hamsung.
Solomon?
Yes. And of course, Hamsung, it's great to see you on the board. And of course, the archangel Michael gave him the ring in a dream in the Old Testament. Of course,
and he woke up and he found a ring on his finger. Lo and behold.
Well, it gave him the power to control demons, which is pretty impressive, don't you think?
Yeah.
And of course, he is the son of David. You're pretty close. Now, Hamsung, you get to choose.
What's in a name for 20 points, please?
What's in a name for 20 points?
For 20 points. This is now considered to be an addictive drug, a less wholesome substance that...
SS.
Nicotine.
That's right. And of course, this unwholesome substance gets its name from the French diplomat Jean Nicot. That was his name. And actually, he gave the gift of tobacco seeds to French royalty. What an infamous thing to live with.
And he died of lung cancer, right?
No. Well, okay, SS, you get to choose again.
Let's finish rings for 50 points, please.
Okay, rings for 50 points. The Ring of the Nibelung is a huge work comprising 4 operas. It was intended to be performed SS.
Wagner.
Yes. And of course, he's also famous for the Flying Dutchman and Tannhäuser. Okay. And SS, you get to choose.
Was in a name for 30 points.
What's in a name for 30 points?
In 1859, the British Parliament sat to choose a name for the newly completed bell. Sir Benjamin Hall, who was affectionately known as this,
SS.
Big Ben.
He gave a speech on the subject and it impressed all the people around him. Of course, in the House, they gave up a shout, why not call it this and have it done with? And of course, they called it Big Ben after him. And Sir Benjamin Hall's nickname was Big Ben. And of course, that is what we call the huge bell in the clock tower of the Houses of Parliament in London. And SS, you get to choose again.
Was in a name for 40 points.
What's in a name for 40 points?
the link between rainy day footwear and the Duke of Wellington may not be immediately obvious.
Hamsung.
Wellington boots.
Good try. SS, it's your chance to answer. Please finish the question.
The link between them may not be immediately obvious, but if you knew that he wore waterproof boots at this battle, then you should understand where Wellington boots got their name. This is the final and decisive battle of the Napoleonic Wars.
SS.
Waterloo.
And of course, the battle took place on June 18th, 1815, where Napoleon was decisively defeated by British and Prussian forces. And SS, you get to choose.
What's in a name for 50 points?
What's in a name? Closing the category with 50 points.
Several types of food and drink also take their names from unlikely sources. This tea is reportedly named after a British statesman and prime minister who, according to various accounts, was introduced to the bergamot.
Hamsung.
Earl Grey.
Very good. And of course, this is the bergamot flavored tea. And of course, he was introduced by a Chinese mandarin. And of course, it is flavored with bergamot, which is a pear-shaped Mediterranean citrus fruit that produces a lighter colored brew with a musky taste. Now, Hamsung, do you like Earl Grey tea?
Yeah, I love it.
That is why she knew.
We just had it yesterday.
And now, Hamsung, you get to choose.
Autumn for 20, please.
Okay. What is it? Autumn?
Autumn for 20.
Oh, you have such a beautiful accent. Autumn for 20 points?
Oh, sorry. I meant to say 10, but anything.
Oh,
Yeah,
you get
20,
to choose.
Go 20, 20.
Okay, Autumn for 20 points.
20 points. Autumn for 20 points. It seems that autumn is the season for love. This movie is about a romance set in
SS.
Autumn in New York.
And of course, this 48-year-old restaurateur falls in love with Winona Ryder, a 22-year-old. And of course, she's dying of cancer in that movie.
Yeah.
Beautiful but tragic. And of course, it stars Richard Gere and Winona Ryder. And I'm sure all of you have seen the movie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. SS, you get to choose.
Let's start autumn with 10 points, please.
Autumn for 10 points.
Okay, just 1 second. All right, for 10 points. Witches and other evil spirits were believed to roam the earth on this evening, playing tricks on human beings.
Hamsung.
Halloween.
And they play tricks to mark the season of diminishing sunlight. And of course, it is the evening of October 31st, the eve of All Saints' Day, with traditional games and customs. And of course, you ask for candy by saying trick or treat. And Hamsung, you get to choose.
Autumn for 30 points, please.
Autumn for 30 points.
For 30 points, this earned its name by providing moonlight for farmers who worked past sunset. This is the full moon that appears closest to the date.
SS.
Harvest Moon.
It's That's right. Closest to the date of the autumnal equinox, and of course it rises soon after sunset for a few days around September 23rd. And the full moon following this, which exhibits the same phenomena in a lesser degree, is called the hunter's moon. So the moon helps you harvest and to hunt. And SS, you get to choose again.
Autumn for 40 points, please.
Autumn for 40 points.
Okay, for 40 points. This Italian-born singer and actor of international reputation had a world-weary appearance and a cynical manner that made him oddly personable. He was discovered singing in a small night spot by Edith Piaf. His song Le Faire Mort is still an autumn favorite. His name comes from his childhood. His mother used to yell at him, "Ivo, monta," which in French is "come upstairs, Ivo," when it was time to go home. Who is this French singer and actor?
Listen very carefully to where he got his stage name. His mother used to yell at him, "Ivo, monta." Hamsung.
Evening time.
And of course, if you've been following the news, his body was exhumed on 11th of March in 1998 for a paternity test. And Hamsung, you get to choose.
Autumn for 50 points.
Okay, autumn for 50 points.
In autumn, leaves change their colors. Without this, leaves take on a shade of other substances that remain.
SS.
Chlorophyll.
That's right. And of course, when the amount of chlorophyll decreases, the other colors become apparent. And of course, the green pigment that gives most plants their color and enables them to carry on the process of photosynthesis is chlorophyll. And SS, you get to choose.
Last category, automobile zoo for 10 points.
Automobile zoo for 10 points.
Hello, my name is Song Ji-hoon of Lexus Korea. Nice to meet you, the Contenders. Cars are an old friend of human race. It is sometimes a means of transportation, sometimes a source of adventure and sports, and sometimes something more important. Come on and let's solve some questions in the automobile zoo. Here is 10-point question. Last September, the first Korean SUT, sports utility truck, was introduced to the public, named Blank Sports. This car offers room for 4 to 5 passengers and also a deck for 3 of
Hamsung.
Muso.
And of course, it also means rhinoceros in Korean. And Hamsung, you get to choose.
20 points.
Okay, we go with automobile zoo for 20 points.
Ford introduced this car in April 1964 as its 1965 model. The most notable styling characteristic.
SS.
Cougar.
Hamsung. Hamsung.
Porsche.
Now, okay, let's finish the question.
Is its long hood and short deck. It became the dream car of users as soon as it was introduced. This car started a wave of personal cars with the sporty characteristics. The name of this car means small, hardly white.
SS.
Mustang.
Yes, and this wild horse lives in North America. And of course, Mustang is what we were looking for. And SS, you get to choose.
Automobile zoo for 30 points.
For 30 points, please, automobile zoo.
William Lyons wanted to create cars that were as low as the ground as possible. In 1935, the low, sleek SS Blank appeared.
SS.
A Jaguar.
Yes, and SS apparently, the SS Jaguar appeared on the scene, and the name was suggested by the company's advertising agency. But after World War II, SS had a different meaning, you know, with Nazi connotation, not soul searchers. Yes, and the company became Jaguar Cars Limited. Of course, it is related also to the leopard, and well, you get to choose.
Automobile zoo for 40 points.
Okay, automobile zoo for 40 points.
According to legend, Ferruccio Lamborghini had some problems with his Ferrari, but the company didn't pay attention to him. Ferruccio was so angry that he decided to build his own car. the first Gran Turismo bearing the now famous emblem, which is this animal?
Hamsung.
It's Lamborghini. Is it a horse? Horse? What's Lamborghini?
SS, it's your chance to answer, and he'll finish the question.
350 GTV from 1963. This animal was Ferrucino Lamborghini's Zodiacal sign. This animal represents
SS.
What's a bull? A bull.
And of course, the bull represents the second sign of the zodiac, lasting from April 20th to May 20th. And of course, the second sign is Taurus, which is symbolized by the bull. And we have one question left. Final question for 50 points.
the Saab Scania logo bearing the picture of this animal was designed by Carl Friedrich Rostrud in 1984. In the heraldry, these animals had derived from the coat of arms of the Skane and Östergötland counties in the southern Sweden, and it traditionally symbolized vigilance. This animal logo was officially introduced in August 2000. This is a mythical monster with the head of wings of an eagle and the body and tail of lion. What is this imaginary animal?
Think very carefully about the emblems that we know. The Saab Scania logo. You can see it in your head.
Just forget what it's called, huh?
Yeah, what's
SS.
Chimera.
Hamsung, 5 seconds. Take a guess. Actually, the correct answer that we're looking for is Griffin or Griffin. Yes, that's what we're looking for. Well, with that, SS actually has won for the 5th time in a row. Congratulations.
Various prizes are awaiting our winning contenders. Your first win will take you on a trip to Jeju Island. Your second win to Japan. Your third win will take you to China. And on your fourth win, you'll win a trip to Southeast Asia. On your fifth win, a trip to Hawaii. Your sixth win, a trip to the United States. And on your seventh win, you'll take the grand prize of a tour of Europe. We hope many of you join us.
Now, Hamsung team, you gave a good effort today. You were pretty nervous, I think, to go against such a tough team from the very beginning. Well, since you must have supporters back home who are watching you and have been supporting you throughout the game, do you have any words for them?
Hello, everyone, and yeah. What do you want to say?
Say hello to your
love you
mother
all.
in Australia, right?
Yeah.
We would have loved to see them win because they said they were going to scream and yell, according to their namesake, if they had won. But Soul Searchers go on and they go. But anyways.
And Soul Searchers, I'm sure people back in the Philippines must be going crazy right now because you've won for the 5th time. Now, do you have any words, additional words you'd like to say to those supporters back home?
Well, actually, we are screaming inside. We're just embarrassed to do it.
We would like to thank all the supporters, especially the ones writing
email.
and
We're having fun here in Korea. This is the most fun. The adventure continues. And I hope you watch. Keep on watching.
keep on watching Contenders.
All right, well, thank you for that.
Yes.
And congratulations again.
Thank you.
Now, I want to congratulate both the teams that were on today. We had our 5th winner in a row, and we'll see what happens with our next game. Please give us any comments or questions you have at the website that we have, at arirangtv.com, contenders.arirangtv.com. I will be seeing you next week. Bye-bye now.